For 11.5 through 11.6, you need to know that a central angle is an angle whose vertex is the center of a circle. An inscribed angle is an angle whose vertex is on a circle and whose sides contain chords of the circle. The intersecting chords theorem states that if two secants or chords intersect in the interior of a circle, then the measure of each angle formed is half the sum of the measure of its intercepted arcs. The tangent chord theorem states that if a tangent and a secant or chord intersect on a circle at the point of tangency, then the measure of the angle is half the measure of its intercepted arcs. The secant-tangent theorem says if a tangent and a secant, two tangents or two secants, intersect in the exterior of a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is half the difference of the measures of its intercepted arcs. The secant-tangent product theorem states that if a secant and tangent intersect in the exterior, then the product of the lengths of the secant segment and its external segment equals to the length of the tangent segment squared. Okay, for this problem, we're trying to find the measure of angle 1. So this arc is 135 degrees. So how we find measure of angle 1 is we take 135 and we take 1/2 of that to find angle 1. So 135 divided by 2 equals 67.5. There's your answer. Alright, for this one, we have two arcs, and then we have a central angle, which we're going to do, since this is vertical angles, we're going to take the two arcs and add them together, which will be 150. And we'll take half of that, so 150 divided by 2, and so we find the measure of angle 1 is equal to 75. Alright, when a person is farsighted, light rays enter the eye and are focused behind the retina. In the eye shown, light rays converge at R. If the measure of PS is 174 and the measure of QT, arc QT, is 98, what is the measure of PRS? So for this, you're going to take measure of PRS equal to 1/2 of N PS minus the measure of QT. So it's equal to 1/2 174 minus 98, and your answer comes out to be 38 degrees.
To find the value of x and the length of each chord. For this, you will need PQ multiplying QR, and that equals to SQ times QT. So for this one, you use the same chords to multiply, so you use 8 times 5, and that would equal to 10 times x, which is just 10x, and this one would equal 40. And you would divide 10, and you would get 4. And when you get 4, you plug it back into the chord. So you do this. You just add them together to find each chord, and that would be, this one would be 14, this would be 13, and that's how you find the volume of the chords. Measurements, we have to find measurement or arc AF. For this, you have to divide by 2, but in this case, you have to multiply them. So you would get 109, which is right here, and then this one's going to be 159, and then this one's 48. I mean 50. Alright, so what you're going to do is multiply this times 2, so you would get the measurement of ADB would be 218, and you use that on the following, which is find measurement AD, and then you would do 218 equals measurement of AD, and then that has an arc, and then you add that by 159. You just use this over here, and then that all of this would equal to 360 because it's a circle, and this one is minus the whole other arcs, which is AD, and you add that plus DB and DF. And then you have to use 360 minus 59 plus 159 plus 50, and that equals 92, and that's your answer.